What is going on? Woo. Welcome to Rue's Room, where we get into the nitty-gritty of the artists and creatives in the Australian scene. I am Rue, aka the Culture Black Kid, and today, first returning guests, we got Breakfast Road.
Yeah.
From Western Sydney. You might know him as The Fiend, guys.
No! No! Sydney's over, mate.
You said one, I got one.
Yeah.
You might know him as the last and greatest boy band ever.
Thank you.
And their debut album, Romeo, is out right now. Debut album, correct?
Sort of.
What did I say?
I think we're kind of calling it like album 0.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like our section 80. I see it like, you know, like it's definitely an album. It's definitely like a debut album, but like, yeah, I don't know how to.
What would you
word
consider
it.
deluxe?
Oh, I think those with
More like a mixtape.
mixtape EP vibe.
Okay.
So this is an album.
Yeah.
But I think like definitely when we got like the backing and like we're signed and stuff. Like I know for a fact there were like a lot of compromises we had to make just due to the current scenarios, which honestly made for a fucking amazing project anyway. But like one day that 1 hour like studio recorded that it's coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we love this album so much. Like honestly, it's couldn't ask for a better album.
For sure.
It's amazing.
I know that people can get very like labels or anyone in the industry can get very specific with titles.
Yeah.
So like being careful about how you title something is very like. But I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
I think as well like debut album's such a. I feel like everyone just whops out like, yo, my debut album. Like we're trying to like. It's so hard to get people to listen to an album these days. That's why we've just been saying, yo, the best 30 minutes of your life. Best 30 minutes of your life. Because like, if no one's gonna listen to an album, we're gonna make sure people want to listen to it. And I promise you, listen to Romeo from front to back. It will be the best 30 minutes of your life. And if I'm wrong, I'll buy you an acai bowl.
It's true. with sauce.
With sauce for sure. We just argued about that. My face is still red.
Oh my goodness. But anyway, speaking of Brian, PJ, how are you guys doing? Like for real? How are you doing?
Feel great.
Pretty good.
Amazing.
I'm glad. I'm so glad. Goodness, like I just mentioned, it's been 9 months since our last episode came out. What's been happening since the last episode? Apart from working on the project. Last time we talked about Deluxe. We talked about the lore of Amma's drum kit. We talked about PJ's abuse of Ableton.
Nice.
How you were punching that and how you said you were going to punch then Logic. I'm not sure if you then abused any other DAWs.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good question.
Use it, Pro.
I abused Pro Tools a little bit. Pro Tools, so like while we're mixing the project, normally the process for a lot of mixers is like I'll just send stems and go on. But when I mix people's stuff, I like to get the project file.
Yeah.
Because then I can see sort of how they made everything and like get the starting point of the actual initial mix that they send me.
Yep.
And so I thought, since Matt works in Pro Tools, why don't I just learn Pro Tools, move all the stems over, make my mix in Pro Tools, and then hand that to Matt. This way we can just, it saves so many like revisions and like translation stuff because it's like, okay, this is how it sounds to me, make it better. And then Matt, it's just killed it. It's like, it's the best sounding album ever. Like, like, I think that's the thing. Like, it does not sound like we made it in the bedroom. It sounds like, but we're so happy.
Okay. Fair enough.
Really?
And what has been happening apart from the things that I mentioned?
Lots of touring.
The world tour
Lots-
happened.
Yes.
That was July.
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 And
then also support for the boys as
Yeah.
well.
we're on tour with the boys, the best tour ever,
amazing.
best band ever. Betty Teller was the best band ever. Like,
Yeah.
best first tour ever, like first big tour.
We've seen
So
every
many.
state in Australia, which is great.
We
That's
have
dope.
seen every state in Australia, except Northern Territory. Oh, it's Territory.
Territory.
It's a territory. True.
I stand corrected.
Actually.
Well, we've mentioned it a number of times already. So Romeo project out right now. When you first listen to something, I think the location and the time is always very, very important. And as you mentioned, is the most important, the best 30 minutes
Yeah.
of your life. Now, where and when is the best place or time to listen to Romeo for the first time?
Ooh. I guess because we made it in a bedroom.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess your bedroom with your headphones in.
Public
That's how
transport.
Public
If you have a
transport.
long commute of 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of trains at 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Which one specifically?
The T2. Oh man, I don't know.
T2, I guess.
T2.
I guess
is
it's
online.
I don't know
T2
what stations
From
you
okay.
do. My commute was 40 minutes when I used to go to uni. It's like Black Thunder, Redfern.
Yeah.
So then it gives you 10 minutes to digest the album after.
Just sit like silently, just staring at the
Try and make 10 on the numbers.
Even on like people like the run clubs, you know, if you're at a run club, listen to Romeo.
Okay.
Be healthy.
True.
Fair
I
enough.
think,
Car.
yeah. Car, it's a really good car album.
Yes.
It's a fantastic car album. Could be a good 30-minute driver. Like, that's a great album for that.
Okay.
I think I'm going to have to agree with public transport. Okay. But with noise-cancelling headphones.
Yes.
Right. You need to
You don't want to hear any fucking Eshays
Yep.
blasting some crazy
Yeah.
shit, alright?
some Eminem out there portable.
Oh god.
We love Eminem.
Gen Z, my bro. Maybe that's relevant when this comes out, but yeah, Gen Z.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. So a nice travel project to listen to.
I feel a lot of the songs as well. Like it's a very explorative album. Like no two songs sound the same, which is I guess exactly what we said about Deluxe as well. But especially in Romeo, no two songs sound the same. So like while you're looking out the window, I feel like every song will just somehow match everything. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Be alright.
Best 30 minutes of your life. Trademark.
Facts. All right, and before we get into the main part of the interview, here's where I actually start to switch it up a little bit. So as I mentioned, this is a Breakfast Radio, the first returning guest, which means I had to come up with a new batch of questions. So you guys are the first ones to experience said questions. Before we get into the main part, I did want to ask, what do you think is a common misconception about yourself or each of you guys?
Like as a band or individually?
Can do both. Yeah. So let's start with the band.
Free.
Yeah, I think or the presumption that we fell off.
That's just TikTok comments, right? They're just kids. They're just kids.
It's true.
I feel like it's very rare that someone comes up to me and says something that is incorrect. I feel like sort of people just tend to get it right. I have been seeing a lot of people call us R&B, which is very interesting.
Okay.
We do love R&B. We do definitely draw from it a lot, but I do think we are very firmly like pop or like honestly we are kind of indie. We did like begin as a rock / indie band. I think the biggest misconception is going to be like that we're somehow R&B.
I think it's the aesthetic. Maybe that you guys like the early thousands or like the
I think that probably is it. But yeah, that's probably the only one where I've like been like, oh, interesting misconception. But yeah, it's definitely rare that we have misconceptions. I'm like, oh, mostly alright.
Fair enough.
You guys.
Yeah, I think I agree. We're pretty open book, I think.
I think kind of unassuming looking. Like, maybe we used to not look as a musician, like we're working on it with the
kind of just rocked up wearing whatever, and now it's like that the scene in Straight Outta Compton where it's just like, yo, we're all wearing black. What the fuck are you doing? So I get what you mean. And then individually, do you think?
I got one for him.
Me?
Yeah, people think you're white. This guy's half Filipino.
As my Tinder profile used to have, was racially ambiguous. Obviously not anymore. I love my government very much. I think that. Yeah, I'm half Filipino.
Look.
Kamusta?
I feel like you're also like kind of mainly Filipino. It's like you're very ingrained in that culture.
If you grew up with my fellow sides, I think that shines through a lot that people don't get at first glance.
Yeah. Those vocal cords don't come from nowhere, man.
Genetically, it's all this hard, bro. It's like a prerequisite to be Filipino, I think.
True.
Okay.
I'm still thinking.
Yeah,
PJ and Emma aren't white either. That's a misconception.
Yeah, in case you guys don't realise.
yeah.
I don't know if you guys don't know this, but I'm Lebanese.
Okay. Fair enough. So just that everyone is not white.
I think sometimes it's like I feel like there's a misconception that I'm like I do talk a bit dumb. I feel like there's a misconception that I'm like maybe dumb or something.
Okay.
Or not dumb, but like like I feel like I don't give off the vibe of like someone who's been to like university.
Do you think it's just?
I feel like I talk a bit.
Is it your meme taste? Do you think maybe?
No, I think I just talk a bit.
Just your.
A bit like I slur a lot and shit. Like I don't like talk very clearly and articulately. So
okay.
Yeah, I do feel like people get really surprised when like, they find out that I code and like, oh, I'm like, like what? You never seen a walk code before?
Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Oh goodness. Okay, well.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh damn. I don't know.
No, true. Apart from the Chino white.
I don't know. I get my social battery drains very fast. I know that's a misconception. Probably.
I feel like people.
Probably already know that, but I don't know. Yeah.
Now you know the misconception is
Yeah, Tom.
that you're a nice guy.
Yeah.
This guy's evil.
Ooh,
He's
very
It's
evil.
all a front.
Look at that, bro.
Yeah.
Dangerous. Listen to
The shadow's gonna slowly.
listen to
Whoa.
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. Well, hopefully through this main section we can, maybe break down some of those misconceptions about you guys. So, as I like to say, we're going to take it back to primary school days, do a little bit of a show and tell, and if we don't have a thing, then hopefully we get a dope story to go along
Oh, yeah.
with it. So, let's kick it off with question number 1. What is one of your favorite memories from high school, uni, or your teenage, young adult years? Pretty much.
Oh, Unity Day.
Oh yeah.
True.
That was pretty fun.
That was
The mashup that we did.
that was so funny.
That was tough.
And the principal came out.
Yeah, so we did so basically at our
Okay.
school we did a uni day, the cultural sort of
Yeah, cultural.
celebration. And then
Yeah.
we did I did a Filipino song. We did an Arabic beat, and we also did an Indian song as well. And at the end we did Land Down Under.
Yeah, then
To tie it into Australia.
Yeah.
And then halfway through the last song, which is Land Down Under.
Yeah.
The principal came down, was dancing on stage.
Yeah.
with us.
Okay.
a bunch of people just
crazy.
started coming and dancing.
Yeah.
And we didn't know if we were doing something we didn't know if the teachers were cool with it because we just
Yeah.
did the chorus 5 times and more people would just come down and dance and come down and dance.
They're like, oh, okay.
And
I
then,
get-
yeah, we thought so. And then next thing you know, the principal just comes down the stairs like, I want to dance too, and he just starts dancing on stage. And we're like, sick, yeah.
Were you guys a band at this point, or were you guys
Yeah.
just homies who, you started to only just form?
Nah, yeah,
I think we weren't making as much original music. But
Right.
we still
Yeah,
did. We still
yeah.
making our covers.
yeah, we've been a band since 2015.
Okay.
We're riding behind the scenes, but I guess there was no chance to showcase that
Yeah.
Yeah.
yet. But it's kind of fun. I feel like the minute we became a band, we were so serious about it from the get.
Yeah.
We've been serious about it for 10 years straight.
Sure.
It's like, yeah.
Right, fair enough. Fair enough. Is it? Was it something where you guys were already set to perform that day, or you guys could just jump up
Yeah.
and just be like,
Oh yeah, it was planned.
Yeah, it's all planned, but the ending was not planned. We're supposed to just do Land Down Under
Okay.
one time, but then
and it just kind
turned
of
into a
kept
party.
looping?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Is there any other performances during school, specifically at school, that you guys did that's oh shoot, that might be a cool second, or another memorable?
Creative arts night, but I think I mentioned that last interview as well. Probably.
Possibly.
Yeah. The first time we did our first original song we ever wrote.
Yeah, that was fun.
Passive Aggressive. If you know, you know. Yeah, that was at Cannes 2015.
Yeah,
15?
something like that.
Yeah, 2015.
Oh, 16.
16?
I think.
16,
was
yeah,
first.
yeah,
16.
16.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was really fun.
That was fun.
Just writing it, practicing it, rehearsing it, and then getting on stage and then performing it. It's really cool.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nice. And was there maybe an event that you guys had at school that you wish you performed at that would have been oh, that would have been cool? I know school's it's whatever,
We
but
we didn't perform for our graduation. That would have been crazy.
Oh, yeah.
If we ever did that, that would have been interesting.
Yeah, that'd been cool.
I don't know what song we would have done. This would have done congratulations, post alone, or swearing, just no
Just write that
clean
down.
version. Rock
We've done Quack like a duck.
No,
Yeah, song.
if you know, you know. That's a
Yeah, that song.
I think so.
Can you quack? Yeah. Oh my god, that's my favorite song. I was way too young to listen to that. Funniest shit ever. Shout out YouTube. I miss
Shout out
YouTube.
YouTube.
Shout out old YouTube, we love.
Yeah, I miss old YouTube.
True.
Check out
2012, 2013.
2007.
What's the prime era of YouTube?
2007.
2007?
Easily.
There's old craze with just the camera themselves.
Yeah.
The banners, the customizable banners back in the day. That was
Yeah.
insane.
That's pretty much where all the superstar shit comes from, the video.
Yeah.
It was just I just wanted to have one 240p video.
Yeah.
And I feel like it might be a series, I don't know. Just making 240p
It could be.
videos.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Superstar shit we actually used we spent the most on camera equipment we've ever had.
True.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah,
it turned out really
it was
well.
very high, yeah, no.
0.25K.
Shout out to
Shout out Jesse, man. It's so good. We love Jesse.
And finally, would you guys go to your do a performance at your 10-year or your 20-year or schools?
Probably.
I think that okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Soundboard.
They
Why?
invite us back then, yeah. Surely.
Do you mean if they invite you back? Don't they invite all alumni back?
I
Oh,
don't
it hasn't been 10 years.
Yeah, I don't even know yet. It's coming up.
I don't know.
I just want to perform, right?
If the bag's big enough.
They're not gonna pay us. They're like, oh, you guys should perform for us. Like,
Fair
Send
enough.
that back.
I'm good. No, I might attend it.
Yeah, I probably would attend.
Would you attend your?
Yeah.
Did you attend yours?
Mine's next year, so
Would you go?
I've been debating it because on one hand, I'm very much I love the school. Personally, I really enjoyed my time at school. I think I wouldn't go back for the people more so. People usually don't like the school, but they like the people. But for me, it's kind of opposite.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I enjoyed the school. I'm cool with all the teachers. I enjoyed my experiences doing sport and music and all that stuff. But majority of my grade, I'm like, I don't care to see 95% of you outside of my small friend group that I still have a
You already
Discord chat
see,
with.
yeah.
And it's like, but at the same time, I feel like at the end of the day, I probably am gonna go. Just to be like, yeah, fuck it. I went, at least for the 10-year.
Yeah.
But it's also the thing about, not to think too highly of myself, but I always, when I left high school, you know that Drake lyric where it's like you come back to his high school reunion and with security making sure it's checking all the people. I forgot the specific line, but he has a line about going back to his high school reunion and he's got security at the front door checking everyone coming in type thing.
Damn.
And I'm like, oh, it'll be so cool to go back to the
That would be
reunion.
tight.
And I'm like that famous where it's like,
Yeah.
everybody got to go through security clearance type thing. But, again, not to, be that, but, I think in short, I would go back.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's not to see the people.
Fair.
Fair.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably be saying just to go back, but I think just being not performed, so then there's like not that pressure of like
Yeah.
having to perform. But I think just seeing,
Yeah,
just
just-
seeing
yeah.
the vibes
Yeah.
would be
Yeah.
sick.
We are named after streets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Well.
joke name. So,
True.
yeah.
Fair enough. All right, let's keep moving. Number 2. What is a movie/TV show character that you relate to the most and why?
This might be weird, but like the kid in School of Rock, Zach. It's like the kid that like
Yes.
only because
Is he the-
School of Rock I think was like a foundational thing for me picking up guitar. I guess the way his confidence kind of came up when he stopped.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's just like how I kind of came into myself after.
Okay.
I guess like finding music. I've always been musical in the sense of always like singing, dancing, that kind of stuff. But then like I picked up the guitar and sort of like became started performing more. I think that's one that I relate to.
Was it a
Yeah.
similar story with, maybe even parental figure as well, where it's like,
Not exactly. I think my mom's like supportive, but more so like, oh yeah, she sees it like as a hobby kind of thing.
Yeah.
But she didn't like actively discourage me in a way, but she was still very, very supportive. Still bought me guitars and like, you know, paid for my lessons and stuff,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I always appreciate. Love you, mum.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I think, just like maybe just not understanding it, but
Yeah.
still supportive enough.
Fair
I
enough.
think.
So more so just the confidence
Yes.
part where he just started very like, I'm not sure I want to do that solo to
Yeah.
be like the final Sarah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no idea.
I
I have like 3 in mind. This will tie into the super villain thing we talked about earlier. Megamind. I love Megamind. That movie is so cool. Even though he's a super, they're like just like not fitting in and then fitting in the end. Like,
Okay.
And then Kung Fu Panda when he opens the Golden Scroll and then there's like nothing there. It's just the reflection of him. That one as well. Like Poe.
True.
I had one more, but I forgot. Cars. I love Cars.
Nice.
The movie and in real life, like.
That's true.
Yeah, just the whole trilogy is really cool. Like the first one when he gives the cup to the name.
He Dinoco.
Yeah, Danica.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was cool. Like looking after others around you.
Strip with us.
Yeah.
Sorry, I love Cars.
Oh, yeah,
Cars is my favorite. I cried the first time I watched it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Lightning McQueen, bro.
Yeah, facts. Good job.
Put him on the spot.
Okay, fair enough.
Larry David in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Okay.
I just his humor and like all his commentary. I feel like is so like the way I would act in real life as well. I mean, it is kind of how he acts in real life as well. I've always felt like I had like the DNA of like a New York comedian that just like happens to live in like Sydney for some reason.
Okay.
Like I just fucking like I just get along so well with that like humor. I love it so much. I don't know if I necessarily relate to it, but I feel like I'm the only person in the world that sympathizes with Mark Zuckerberg in The Social Network.
Okay.
In that movie, I'm the only one that's like on his side.
Okay.
Like I straight up like I guess because of the coding brain shit, but it's like I straight up don't think he fucking like betrayed the yacht guys. like the guys that came up with the idea for Facebook. Hey, bro, can you make an app where you can add people? Shut up, bro. Like, that's not the smart part about making an app. Like, the smart part about Facebook is like all the engineering that goes on behind it. Those guys don't know what fucking Java is. Yeah, like seriously, like all they know to do is roll a boat and make an idea. Like that's, I don't know.
Facts. Put C+ in front of them, they don't know that.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to like actually developing, like the idea is like 15% of the genius. The actual genius when you're engineering stuff is like making the idea like come to life. That's like, so yeah. I feel like I'm the only person in the world that's on Mark Zuckerberg's side in that movie. IRL. I don't know. You know, like it is a very fictionalized story, but bro, Team Mark. Oh, except when he betrayed his mate. But then again, why did he go to New York? He was going to New York trying to get investors for Facebook. Meanwhile, Mark was actually like making a profitable thing. Like, why did he go to New York? Yeah. He got played. But look, you know, that was a bit sad. That was sad.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And and finally, what is your favorite movie or TV show of all time?
Social Network.
Okay. Social Network. Okay.
The soundtrack is unbelievable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Top 3
Yeah.
of all time.
Yeah.
Okay. Who did the soundtrack? Do you know?
Trent Reznor and stuff like.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck. I'm having mind blank now, but yeah, Trent Reznor, and I'm 90% sure. Yeah.
Okay.
He also did.
I'm not the biggest movie head. Sorry, cut you off. But Dark Knight, I really like that.
Oh yeah.
The whole trilogy is
so
really
beautiful.
good, but the Dark Knight, I don't know, sticks out. Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh no. I was gonna say he also did the Challenger soundtrack. Trent Reznor. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest movie buff as well. It's kind of like an inside joke with my friends. I hardly like watch that stuff, but I do like 500 Days of Summer.
Okay.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, I like the soundtrack. Kind of introduced me to like the Smiths and like that side of indie, I guess. And then like I think the story is really interesting.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Let's keep it moving. Number 3. Is there anyone in your local field who you admire, and how have they inspired you?
We took this in the car.
Yeah.
So like, obviously outside of Full Circle, our best friends.
Yeah.
Colt Shotter and Lil Golo
Yeah.
and Tamboy Miguel.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They could. Me and Emma saw them live recently as well. And like
So
just
sweet. I
seeing
missed
them,
it. I can't miss
seeing
it.
in person, like just
Yeah.
like the way that the way they portray themselves, the confidence that they had.
Yeah.
And the track just bang. Like there was so much.
The tracks bang. They're just the coolest guys ever, and they're just like you can just tell they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's just like the best thing to have. Like I don't think we would be doing half the TikToks we do if I never saw Colt Shotter's TikToks.
Right.
Like they are just so cool.
Yeah.
And like so, who gives a shit what people say?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the fashion choices are amazing as well. Like they're actually the
I don't know
best
how they do
fashion
it, but like it's crazy.
They pull it off every single one.
Yeah, they
and
pull
it's
it
like,
off. Like he oh.
They shouldn't be able to pull it off.
Yeah, Colt had like double undies.
Yeah.
And then he had like a backless, like it's like a lady's top, and like
Yeah.
you see all those back tats, and then he
Yeah.
had like a bunch of rosaries, and then he had like I think Rick Dolan's chaps,
Yeah.
like down past his like feet,
Yeah.
So
and it was insane. And Angola had like the saggiest pants ever with his hair. Like,
Yeah,
what
the
was
hair,
his
yeah.
It was so dumb.
They're the best. Definitely like, I think
Keep like widening. It's alright. It's cool.
it's Australia culture will like remember like would just always think of them fondly. Like people that are tapped in and they know like those guys are very 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 influential. I think more influential than even they probably know. Like they're so cool.
When was the first time you guys saw Colt Shotter, Lugolo, and was like, oh shit, okay.
Probably like I saw them on TikTok, just like because all their stuff's like the stuff that they wear is always
Yeah.
like crazy.
Yeah.
I think the first one, I don't know if it was the freestyle they did underneath the overpass in Thailand.
Oh
And
yeah.
that song wasn't come out yet. They have to release it. Please release it soon. By the time this is out. Your son?
It
Yeah, your son.
sounds crazy.
Without like I think just seeing them like under an overpass, like a dangling mic, and just rapping.
Yeah.
Like, Colt Shotter was rapping in Thai, and it was like a crazy flat, a crazy trap beat.
Yeah.
I think that was like what,
Yeah.
like insane.
I feel like they've been around for ages, like more than I even know. But then
Yeah.
I started paying attention like a couple years ago, like last year, this year. Yeah, same here. Oh, I think the video I first remembered, I was like, oh, I'm a fucking super fan now. Was they were just the Opera House area.
Yep.
They were just walking through that. Like all the video is, I think it's their song or like, but the video is just a camera just following them from afar, and you can just tell they're just the coolest dressed people in a 1 kilometer radius.
Yeah.
That's all the video was.
It was definitely main character.
Easily.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Definition of main character. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's so cool.
Maxed out customization, bro.
Maxed out. It's like, and the one when they had the guy from Jackass. Bam. When they had Bam. Is he from Jackass?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was in Bam Bam, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
I didn't really know much, but my neighbor he's a bit older than me, but he used to put me on to like a lot of music, and I think I heard a lot of those old songs back then, and then hearing them now, it's like the memory of them. Oh, that was Cold Shoulder. I'm not sure exactly what the song was, but yeah.
So sick.
Nice. And finally, do you have a favorite Cold Shoulder, Lil Golo?
Like track.
Track?
Ooh. That unreleased Isan. That one's really
Yeah,
good. Me and Amber love that one.
God tier.
I really liked 250 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was really fun. The video of that is insane too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Keep moving. Number 4. What is a hobby that you enjoy that's different from what you usually do?
I like swimming.
Okay.
I don't know if that counts as a hobby, but
Can be.
because I have asthma as well, so it's like it kind of like helps with that. I guess breath control and that kind of thing.
Makes sense.
I actually like. I think so. I find it really relaxing and stuff like that. I'm trying to think of other hobbies that I'd probably.
Yeah.
I used to. I don't really. I'm really into like combat sport. I guess I don't know if that's a hobby.
Like watching it or doing
Probably
it?
what I used to do it, and then I was like, oh, I can't go to this lesson because I have to do an assignment in like year 10, and I never went back. But I wish I did. I wish I kept doing like combat sport because I think it's really interesting. I still watch it and stuff as well because I really like.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. It's like human chess in a way, brutal chess, but like yeah.
I get that. Like the technique that goes
Yeah,
into
and
like...
all like the storylines as well. It's kind of like it adds that like because I used to like wrestling a lot as well, but I think it adds the real violence element, but also like the real ramifications. I think it's really interesting.
No, for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Hell yeah. There you go. Does gaming count? I don't know if that counts as different.
Anything is...
No.
Yeah,
Well, explain. So out of the normal... How does it feel like out of the normal for you?
I guess because it's such a big part of everything I did growing up and like
Is it
for
like
a
a
long
specific
time.
game?
No,
feels out of the norm? Or it's
I used to be. Should I put the League of Legends story we put online?
God.
Yeah.
So like I used to be huge into gaming, but I definitely slowed down a lot in the last few years for a very good reason. I got addicted to League of Legends, nearly got dumped, and then a guy. No, I didn't nearly get dumped. I'm not exaggerating, but like I was playing it way too much.
Yep.
I wasn't going outside the house. Like I was like.
You were locked in.
Also, addicted is a big word. I wasn't actually addicted, but I was playing it like I just like lost my, well, not lost my job, but like I sort of wasn't getting shifts at where I was working, so I had nothing to do. It was uni holidays. I was like, oh, I'll play League, and then yeah, like 4 to 6 hours a day, if not more, sometimes. I just realized I was spending so much time on it. Someone just messaged. They said, "Jungle Difference uninstall." And I was like, "Fuck, he's right." And I uninstalled. That was 2020. I haven't touched League of Legends since. And I stopped playing games heaps since then. I don't play any online competitive games for that reason, where I'm like, it's so easy to sink so much time into it when I'm never going to go pro.
Yeah.
But recently I got a Steam Deck, and I've been playing a lot of like really fun, cute, like
I get what you mean.
games. So yeah,
I'm playing as well. I was a bit jealous when he had the Steam Deck. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I was playing GTA 4.
Good.
Oh.
Yeah, it was the Steam Deck is amazing. So I've been playing like a little bit of games here and there again, like 1 hour a day, healthily.
Just easing
Yeah.
into it. Nice.
Yeah, just like as little as I can, but.
Okay. Nice.
For me, it'd be I get like these little micro hobbies here and there. I go through like phases of when I'm really into it, and then I come out of it, and then it's like the next thing. But the gardening one's kind of stuck around a bit.
It's the coolest hobby ever.
This year's been kind of slow, like not as much. There's not been as much growth this year. But yeah, gardening's really fun. I have a seed-grown avocado tree that flowered, which is crazy in like 3 years. Usually it takes 8 years from seed to flower.
You said.
And I'm like, damn, all right, cool. That's really cool because then this gets nerdy, but like every time you throw the seed away, you're throwing genetic diversity away because it could be like the next big avocado fruit plant variety. Usually it's not the case because the qualities of the fruit are the good ones that we want to eat are the grafted like Hass variety, and that's like the same one we eat. So they just graft the same good one. It's easy to produce. It's like disease resistant, things like that. But like every time you throw a seed away, that could be the next like unique variety. So it's pretty exciting for me personally.
Okay.
Yeah, gardening's awesome. It's fun. Spend time outside. And then the recent one's been coffee. I've been getting into the coffee stuff.
Yeah.
More,
Okay.
but
This guy's coffees are amazing. They
I
bang.
bought a coffee machine after went to the Grove studio last year. Because I had a coffee machine there. I was like, this tastes way better than what I've got at home. And then since then, I've been getting more into it. Like the gear, like the tamper that like self-levels and clicks when you're at 30 pounds pressure. Like all this like techie stuff. But it's really nerdy and it gets really snobby. Like coffee snobs are crazy. Like, yeah, they're like
Okay.
a little like the puck prep has to be perfect, otherwise they won't drink it. It's like insane. Yeah.
Okay. Is there a specific bean, like type of bean, or is there a specific brand that you
I'm
lean
still
towards?
exploring. The Aldi beans are really good. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
The Aldi, like $20 for a kilo, very good.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't want to get too into it because it gets crazy expensive. And,
Yeah.
Like,
Fair enough.
it's a whole rabbit hole of like the best beans and then the best machine. Like, I just have a Breville right now. I don't want to buy like a $4,000 massive Lama coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't want to get into it too much, but yeah, that's the next hobby I've got. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And what? How do you take your coffee order?
Just usually iced latte.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I latte as well.
I'm the opposite end of the spectrum. I like coffee shots. I like my macchiatos.
You just go
long
straight to the
blacks.
point.
Just straight to the point. I haven't got time for all that stuff, all that milk additives, you know. I like the coffee for coffee.
You're a purist.
I'm just like my side, you know. Just,
He's also crazy. He's also clinically insane.
I think you're getting redder again.
there's a method.
The hot dog story.
The hot
Bro,
dog.
why? There's no point. We went from coffee.
Dive your fish and can I say
Go,
the hot
PJ,
dog?
You
cool.
can say the hot
Cool,
dog
cool,
story.
cool, cool.
The Costco
We
hot
have to
dog
save a
story.
side one.
Sure.
We have
Can I put the photo?
Do you have a photo?
Oh, just send it to Real. Put it on the screen. Put it on the screen.
Just mustard.
Oh, just mustard. That's wild.
Like the hot dog with just mustard, and it was a lot of mustard.
I
too.
put a bit too much.
And it was fluorescent. It was glowing.
Yeah, like a jacket though.
It's like
Yeah,
just a-
it was like the color of my jacket, the sauce.
It's like the lake in The Simpsons when they dump too much radioactive material into it. And then it comes out and it's just a hot dog with like 5 eyes. The hot dog and the lime. Is that sausage party? Yo, what?
Crazy.
Did it taste good?
Yeah, I actually didn't mind it. I like
Criminal.
sour
Arrest this
acidic.
man.
I like things sour and acidic, man.
On second thought, acai with no sauce isn't that bad. You know,
It is.
Somebody out there in the chat, guys, chat.
does anyone here have their acai bowls with no sauce? This has been an ongoing argument.
If so, please support me because I have to fight for my life every time they have a side.
It's okay, bro.
He's doing it quite. Hey, can you just not?
You know what the craziest part is too? Normally your missus like joins in on the roast, but then when I roasted the acai with no sauce, she's like, "Yo, what's wrong with that?" I was like, "Oh shit!"
You're like,
I was like, "You're both in on this."
Exactly, yeah. I'm telling you. She was on the side before everybody, before the trend. She was on that shit before.
Okay.
So
Put you on.
that's right. She actually
Yeah.
put me on.
We started the trend.
It's true.
The brother song.
Goodness. Okay. Oh, straight to the point. Straight to the point. Because sometimes you just gotta raw dog your food options.
You do.
Anyway. All right. Number 5. What is your biggest short-term goal? And what is your next step in the plan currently to get there? I guess it's a band, to be more specific.
That's a band.
Hey,
Making music?
we're trying to hit the festivals.
Yes.
I want to play festivals so bad.
What's the one? What's the festival?
Laneway's a dream festival.
Yeah,
I would
Laneway.
love to play Laneway. That's like the biggest dream ever.
Yeah.
And what we're doing to get there, I guess, like playing shows,
Yeah.
going on tour, being addicted to touring,
Yes. We are addicted to it.
dropping good music.
Yep.
Yep. It's a bit hard to do like goals with music because I find that sometimes it can like very quickly lead to like. I feel like the most important thing with music, regardless, is like just make the art that like you love the most. And I think we've definitely achieved that with Remit. Like it's just we're just so unbelievably proud of the best 30 minutes of your life that we've created. So yeah, I try not to hold on to goals too much, but the biggest dream for me, and I think is festivals. I would love to play
I think
festivals.
destroy Laneway, then like Glastonbury. You know?
Glastonbury, straight there after.
Yeah,
You know,
straight after.
Yeah,
100%.
flight straight there.
Honestly.
And then Amma's never coming back.
I'm not coming back. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be staying in London.
I'm in the UK is to be a mandating.
He does one year.
I got fancy.
You're gonna turn up on IG one day, Scully, with the whole,
Yeah.
the whole valley.
You're filming in London?
Nah, I don't think so. Wolverhampton. Birmingham.
Boarding
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Now
Midlands.
that's okay. I'm gonna mention that after, off camera. Okay, yeah, nice. Laneway. Okay, cool. Or festivals in general. Okay, maybe if you have two more, like what's the other two festivals?
Any festival that's in Perth. I just need to go back to Perth.
Perth.
Any festival in Perth.
Okay.
I need to see Fremantle. I need to see the beaches. We were in Perth for like 2 days, but we didn't get a chance to see the
We got
beaches.
to see Fremantle.
Everyone kept saying, "Go to Fremantle." Like, we wish we could.
I'm dying to go back to
Fair enough.
Perth. It's the most beautiful place on earth.
Okay.
Perth is amazing. Guys, stop underrating Perth.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
actually really annoying.
That's true, guys.
What's in Perth? Bro, just the most beautiful city in the world.
The air is like crisp.
The air, the air is the air feels like a Coke Zero.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like a fucking Coke Zero on a summer day.
Say like fresh water, you know? Coke Zero.
Coke Zero is arguably fresher than water.
Clip that shit, bro.
Oh my goodness. And is there a local venue, like a Sydney venue that you haven't performed yet? It's not obviously not a festival. A Sydney venue that you haven't performed yet that you're like,
Hey,
That-
depending on when this drops, Lansdowne November 1st. Oh, bro, I'm so shameless. Lansdowne November 1st.
Leaked it.
That
Mention
Lansdowne
the
is a huge dream.
Yeah.
Regardless, because such
Will
a
be after-
famous
Such a great
after this date?
November. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
November
good.
1st at Lansdowne.
Yeah.
It's Lansdowne is it's just the coolest venue ever. One of the most notorious,
Yeah.
famous venues.
Yeah, I think and then maybe like the next step, probably like the Enmore would be amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's like amazing.
Yeah.
Love the Enmore. So much history and like such a good place.
Metro Theatre.
Metro.
Metro.
All right, dope. Well, I'll stay tuned for any laneway or announcements. See you guys on the thingy manifest.
Please.
Drop it off. Defeat guys.
Oh, you would fit into Listen Up.
True.
Dude.
Perform theme.
Well, you guys are an R&B group.
Oh,
We are R&B group, yeah.
Yep.
that is so true.
So, all right. I got one more question for you guys, but you know what time it is. We're gonna run this back. First return, ultimate posse track question. So, what I'm going to get these guys to do is build the ultimate collab track. I think last time, I'm not sure if it was Unruly, and I kind of just asked you guys, but what you're going to do is going to be yourself, 3 other artists, 1 producer, and 1 director/videographer. I know that wasn't a thing. Okay. So I guess Amro's pointing. So who's the
Videographer.
Just
Just
feel-
sort of other stuff yet. Sorry, but yeah.
Just feel like I was
Jesse.
easily.
Best in the game.
He's the best.
okay? Okay.
I'll think of the other stuff.
As videographer, or do you want Jesse
Yeah.
also to direct?
Yeah, both or whatever he wants.
Yeah.
You
Or even the dream team. Get Ollie and J-Mo back on.
Ollie, J Moore.
Ollie, J-Mo, Jesse.
Jesse. The dream
Okay.
team.
OJ.
Ooh.
Anyway.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right. Producer and 3 other
I
artists.
think some other artists. I think to like transcend all genres out there, be us, Cult Shutter, and the Boys.
Nice.
Okay.
Just have that many people in the room with that many ideas, just going like.
You still got one more selection.
They still have one more
Yeah.
selection on top of that. That's why I'm like.
Oh, Tame Impala.
Oh
You guys-
yeah, in Perth, in the
in
studio,
Perth,
in
in
like his crazy studio he had where like he recorded that by himself. Like that would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one guy. I didn't know that.
Everything PJ has thought is just gone out the window.
Yeah, I love my train of thought.
Damn. Producers.
Okay.
Producer.
Producer.
Sully.
True.
Okay.
Solomon.
Okay. So we solely produced Tame Impala, Boys Breakfast Road, Cult Shutter track.
Yeah.
And what is happening in said video?
Oh, I think. Ooh. Damn. I'm trying to think if it's like. Going off like that video, like they're walking through like a major landmark. Like, it should be us like walking through.
In Perth?
Not just maybe like. Could be just purple, like the wonders of the world.
That could be pretty good.
Yeah.
Like the ancient wonders of the world, and us just like fitted up walking through.
Yeah.
Different of history, but
It
in
should be
like,
in
our crazy
Egypt or
fits.
some shit.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
like the gardens of Babylon, and we're just like fitted up with like Hello Kitty tees.
Hard.
Yeah.
Hard. Okay.
End of the pyramids, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see if that happens.
I think it
Pretty low
would.
budget.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, it's doable.
You can make it like Jesse.
Yeah.
Yo, make it look like we're in Egypt. Real quick.
Oh my goodness. Okay. And we got one more question. So, what is something you would like people to who know and see you to take away from your journey?
Damn. just be yourself. You know,
Yeah.
be yourself. Believe in yourself. I feel like a lot of people, they operate through a filter. And I found that like, well, I mean, first of all, don't put results first. Don't worry about the results when you're making things. Make things for the love of it. But I think like, I've found if we are to talk results anyway, I find that the best results always come from when that filter is gone. Because it's just the easiest way to just like be different is to be like the version of yourself that you're very scared to show. So that I think would be like the main thing. It's just like whatever crazy idea you have, just find a way to do it. It doesn't matter. Just, you know what I mean?
Okay. Nice. Guys, you concur or
I agree.
I concur.
100%.
or anything to add? Maybe.
I'd say like progress isn't always linear. Like you'll have those like those quiet moments, and not to get discouraged in those moments. To keep going.
Yeah, I think just like on the opposite of that as well. Just I think just starting. I think a lot of people kind of try and reverse engineer and try and like, you know, it has to be the perfect time at this, like this single at this time, this topic, this time in my life. I think just like the best time is now.
Yeah.
The time's gonna pass anyway, so you may as well do it. Doing something that you really want to do.
Yeah. No, exactly. You can never time it with music. Like, I think it's Rick Rubin has a quote about like, you know, you just make the art that you genuinely really want to make, and then like everything may or may not fall into place, but that shouldn't even be what matters, because like what makes music and art successful on a mass scale is like, it's just unpredictable. Like there are people in labels trying their best to make, you know, anything pop off, and like especially in the current age where everything's so democratized with like TikTok and stuff, it's just about, you know, your art resonating with people at the right time, right art, right time. Sometimes it could be the right art and it blows up 20 years later. It really, like there's a band that got big off of it's like big off of 4chan, wasn't it? The name's escaping me now, but there was a band where it was basically lost media to an extent. Some guy just found a CD and ended up being this band that were together in high school, and it's like became a really famous album. Those guys are touring now in their 40s, like 20 years later after they stopped making music. You just never know, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. And I think that's the perfect place to end off here. Guys, thank you so much for jumping back. Okay, what? Before you... I was looking.
Oh, yeah.
So I know you play violin, so I decided to learn violin for this show.
Okay.
So I wrote a piece. I think it'll be the original soundtrack for Rizrin.
Jesse, take note of this.
You guys ready?
Yo, why is that bow tightened so...
Is that not how tight it's supposed to be?
No, bro, that's how it breaks.
Hey, because it wasn't working when I didn't tighten it like that.
That's a breakfast friendly.
It's alright, bro. It's alright.
But anyone who plays violin, do not tighten your bow this tight.
Hey, man. You ready?
Hit me.
Damn.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, clip that. That's the new intro music over the... I don't know. We'll figure it out. Thank you for that beautiful performance.
You're welcome.
I'll make sure that when I work on my classical album that you are first chair
Thank you. Yes.
in my orchestra.
I reckon you don't even need any other violin players.
That's true.
Clearly
I'll
the
give you a
best.
solo.
Clearly the best.
100%. I'll write a concerto just for you.
Exactly.
So then...
I heard there's something called a conservatorium. Fire 'em all. True. Fire 'em all.
Yeah. That's a real... Okay. Thank you guys so much for jumping back on.
Thank you. We love you.
Absolute pleasure to have you guys
Of course.
back again. Here is where I roll out the red carpet for you guys. Let the people know what is out, what's coming up, all that good stuff.
Leak everything.
Hey, my brother. Romeo, the best 30 minutes of your life, out now. Romeo World Tour. Get some tickets if you're in a city that we are hitting.
Check out breakfastroad.com.
Breakfastroad.com.
Breakfast Road on all platforms.
And hey, we're not stopping anytime soon. More music to come. Maybe a deluxe. Maybe a deluxe. Big plans for next year too. You never know. We will not be going missing. So stick around. And fire the conservatorium. I outdid them all. in a day.
Progressive toy, and that's what we got.
Amazing. Oh my goodness. Brian, PJ, Breakfast Road. I am Root, aka the Culture Black Kid, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.